Hi, my name is Kelly Galvin and I am doing my YouTube presentation on the Paralympics. This significant event represents the differences in people and their capability. The Vancouver Paralympics starts on 12th of February 2010. The Paralympics dates back to 1960 and is run every 4 years in conjunction with the normal Olympics. It first started as an event for wheelchair-bound stroke patients by Sir Ludwig Guttmann. It quickly developed into an event for people with other disabilities. There are 5 main categories of disabilities within the Paralympics to ensure like participants are competing against each other. There is a classification for amputees. Competitors must have at least one major joint or limb missing to compete within this group. Secondly, competitors who have cerebral palsy compete against each other. Cerebral palsy is a condition that inhibits general muscle control. There is also a classification for the vision impaired, whereby the competitor is either fully blind or requiring glasses. The wheelchair classification is the largest as this overlaps into other disability groups, and the last group, or the others, is for those disabilities that cannot be classified into one of the already mentioned groups. The events competed in the Paralympics are very similar to those of the normal Olympics, and there are elite athletes from all over the world that compete. They're competing for bronze, silver and gold medals for their country. We have all heard the notion nobody's perfect, and the Paralympics is a chance to embrace and celebrate differences in people and their abilities. Having disabled yet elite athletes compete for their country makes them part of the community's identity, whereby the nation can group together and support the less fortunate in triumph and success. It is amazing that a person who has a disability is capable of achievements far greater than the average person without a disability. The Paralympics is an inspirational event which reminds the world that there are many differences beyond race, gender and class that make up the population. It teaches acceptance and value for others. The athletes are great role models showing children and adults alike that goal setting and hard work can reap success. We're going to take the next few minutes of this news break to discuss an issue that is live at the moment at Ipswich about a teacher who is using Paralympics as the sole criteria for her first term this year of school. Crossing over to you, Don, what's happening on the ground? Well, Rhonda, the teacher is arguing that there is enough content to cover all areas of development for an entire term. She's using mathematics to count the medals of gold, silver and bronze, and the students are using this to learn about fractions, percentages and probabilities. Surely there's not enough content in the Paralympics to cover all curriculum. You've only mentioned mathematics. Well, the teacher proposes that each student will do an assignment on one of the countries in the Paralympics, and this will teach all the students a bit about geographical locations, culture, language, and even foreign cuisine. Will the teacher be envisaging making athletes out of each student? How will the sporting within the Paralympics be incorporated into the curriculum? I believe the teacher will be involving each sport within the Paralympics, teaching students how their body works and moves muscles, and the value of exercise for health and well-being is very important. Further to that, Rhonda, sports is displaying the importance of teamwork, healthy competition, and how to create supportive relationships. I guess another major factor in this debate is teachers showing students the benefits of accepting other people with disabilities. It helps children understand the hardship within a community for disabled people in general.
That's right, Rhonda, and most importantly, it shows children the diversity that exists in the world. We are not only different because of race, gender, and class, but also physical capabilities and many other factors. The teacher's main aim is to instill in the children a goal-setting mentality, perseverance, and the ability to fulfill dreams. Often the biggest disability is mental attitude and a lack of direction. Well, I can understand parents are concerned that their children will be missing out on certain areas of development, but it does feel that this teacher is taking a wider scope on what seemed to be initially a very narrow view of the Paralympics. Any word from the Board of Education? Whilst the Board of Education has not released an official press release, it is believed that the Board of Education is in support of the teachers' actions. Well, thank you for your time, Don, and now we go to a short break.